Hello, and welcome back to the Honeycomb channel, where if you're new here, I want this channel to be for you, like honeycomb to your soul, if you are a mother. Not saying that if you're not a mother, you can never watch my videos, but I'm just saying this is specifically geared towards mothers, and I'm here to encourage you. Each week, there's a new topic, for the most part. This week, we are talking about the ever famous, ever beloved mom guilt that everyone feels, right? I remember reading an article on the Duchess of Cambridge, Kate Middleton, right? Nannies galore, perfect body, blowout hair. Anytime she gave birth to her baby, she stepped out in her heels and looked glamorous for pictures, right? She feels the mom guilt. So if someone like that, who has quadrillions of dollars, nannies galore, makeup, hair, all that glamour stuff, if they feel mom guilt, yeah, we're going to feel it too. But this week we've been focusing on why we feel mom guilt, and what things make you feel guilty, and then ways to combat it. Certain ways that we feel mom guilt. Obviously, in my opinion, the number one reason, and the reason that a lot of you mothers explain to me, is expectations, right? We either feel the expectation from ourselves because we've witnessed other people, or maybe even social media makes us feel like, oh man, I'm not like that, or oh my gosh, this girl is constantly smiling and just looks beautiful and put together all the time, and she's got like 25 kids, right? And so we see that, and then we look at us and we think, well, I'm not like that, I must be failing. Mom guilt. Maybe it's not expectations from us, maybe expectations from other people. A lot of the time people, oh, it's all in your head, it's all in your head. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it is legitimately people putting expectations on you, right? Well, I did it this way. Well, I didn't have help. Oh, well, I did this. So what's your problem? Right? And then the mom guilt sets in. I hate to break this to you ladies, but the mom guilt ain't going anywhere. It's been around since the dawn of time. It's here now, and it's going to be here later. We're never not going to feel mom guilt. And I don't know, maybe you're feeling mom guilt because I know the main reason you said on my page was mom's night out, right? You always want a break. You crave a break. And then when you get it, oh, you just feel like the worst mom ever, right? Why is that? Everyone deserves a break. Husbands get breaks. Kids get breaks. Workers get breaks. But for some reason, it's expected that mothers don't need breaks. You're a mom. This is what you signed up for, right? Well, why'd you get pregnant if you couldn't handle having a kid? Maybe guys feel that way. Maybe there's that expectations on guys too. I don't know. But I do know as a woman that is the expectation for us, isn't it? Constantly be around our kids and be happy about it. Be smiling all the time. Never, ever, ever tired of them. Never annoyed by them. Constantly happy that we have these kids. And of course we're happy. Of course we love our babies. And sometimes you need a break. That's okay. Jesus Christ himself, you read in the Gospels, he took naps. He needed a break. There were days he had to get away from the crowd, right? And we're his children. There were days he just had to go back and rest. And there were also days too that he tried to rest, but the crowds followed him. And so he just got up and had compassion, blessed him, preached to him, showed him God's love, told him about the kingdom. Maybe that's sometimes what we have to do too. Even when we feel like we need rest, we always just need to fall upon God and just trust in him and rely on him. Random thought, that wasn't from my notes, but whatever. It's free, you're welcome. Anywho, so maybe there's other reasons too why we feel mom guilt. I don't know, maybe you feel mom guilt because you're co-sleeping, or maybe you feel mom guilt because you sleep trained, or maybe you're feeling mom guilt because you feed your kid not pasteurized, processed foods, and your other mom friend feeds 100% organic, so you're just, you feel so bad, right? Maybe you feel mom guilt because you're trying to get rid of all this baby weight and you just can't, and you feel so guilty because you want to be healthy for your kids and your family. It's just not coming off. There's all kinds of ways you can feel mom guilt. I'll be vulnerable. I'm feeling mom guilt right now just because my back is still messed up. Can I tell you guys, on the mend, on the mend, on the mend? Yesterday, I legit sneezed. Achoo. almost threw my back out again. So I had to take it easy for a night and rest. So that meant my husband was on duty again right after work, and I felt so bad because I loved him. Once he comes home, I love to just have him relax. He can play with the baby, let me take care of dinner. That's my way of showing him love. And with my back out of commission, I couldn't do that. I made dinner, but after dinner, I had to put my feet up and rest, and I was in tears. It hurt. Mom guilt about that. But there's always grace and there's always mercy. So, Mom, today, if you're feeling mom guilt, my first recommendation for you is to, as the Bible says, take every thought captive, right? And there's a reason why they say that. Because obviously for me, it's I live in my mind, right? Rent free, and it's just crazy. But there's a reason why we're supposed to take every thought captive, because God knows that once something gets into our mind, it's a downward spiral, right? And then depression happens and all kinds of different stuff. No, I'm not saying that depression isn't serious and chemical medical conditions, not saying that, but there are times when it does not help, right? What happens up here. So we're supposed to take every thought captive for Christ, and we're supposed to give those thoughts over to Him. So, Mama, whenever you feel that mom guilt, whenever you feel like I'm just the worst, or I'm such a failure, or I'm ruining my kids and my husband's lives, oh no, because you think it all, sometimes all the time, sometimes all day now, sometimes you get a break and you think, killing it. But then when that mom guilt creeps in, I pray that you can take the thought captive and say, no, 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 no. And remember that God has given you these precious children for a reason. Not that you're not perfect. Your baby's not perfect. You will goof up. Your baby will goof up. You'll make mistakes. Your baby will make mistakes. It happens. But whenever you get that mom guilt, focus. Take that thought captive and remind yourself that God has entrusted you with this baby. Not because He doesn't think you're ever going to screw up or thinks you're going to be flawless. Of course not. He knows His children just like we know ours. It's because He's entrusted you, that baby, to you, because He loves you and He wants to grow you as well. So when you feel that mom guilt, always take your thoughts captive to Christ and give it over to Him. And remember that He started a good work in you and that you are a wonderful mother. Especially when you feel that mom guilt for silly reasons, right? Like my back out. I really had to take every thought captive and be like, okay, I'm not a bad mom because I threw my back out. I couldn't control that. I'm a good mom. God is with me, yada, yada. Now, sometimes you feel mom guilt because you screwed up. You just yelled at your kids. Or, your kid got hurt and you kind of just didn't have time to comfort them. You just, whatever it might be. I don't know. But remember that there is always grace and mercy. And when you screw up, and you will, and that mom guilt creeps in, apologize. Move on. And I know that's so hard because I am like the queen of beating myself up, right? I don't know if you are or I am. But always remember, apologize and move on. Remember when I talked about patience, asking for forgiveness, and then just moving on and taking every thought captive and remembering that God has started good work in me and He will be faithful in completing that. These, I think, are very important ways to deal with mom guilt. Like I said, it's not going anywhere. I can't take it away for you. I wish I could. I wish I could take it away for everyone because majority of the time, it is so stupid because of all the expectations in our society, right? And social media does not help. So when that mom guilt creeps in, remember, in my opinion, might sound corny, but that's Satan, right? Trying to knock you down, trying to make you feel like you're less worthy or you're just a terrible mother. And then those thoughts come in and it separates you, obviously, from Christ that way because you're just, oh no, you're panicked. Take every thought captive and remember that God has entrusted you with that baby and you're a good mother. You really, truly are. I'm not just saying it. Just not blowing hot air, baby. You are a wonderful mother. Mom guilt will happen, like I said. But remember that you are a wonderful, wonderful mother. And whatever reason you're feeling that mom guilt, you and thousands upon millions upon billions, maybe even trillions of mother who's come and gone have felt the exact same thing. It is nothing new. It's just getting more publicized and widely known because social media and because more people are talking about it, which I think is great. But hopefully this was encouraging to you, Mom, because I think you are a fabulous mother. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. And I'll see you next time.